From Fox 19 Sports. This is the Bengals Training Camp Special. Sponsored by Ray St. Clair Roofing and MetScore.
I know I'm pretty damn good. I have been. Can continue to improve year to year, day to day. And I think that's how you have to approach it. I'm focused on continued improvement, and I'm really happy with the offseason that I have. I'm really happy to have this training camp to continue to hone my skills and improve and, build this team chemistry for this run we're about to go on.
And welcome inside Paycor Stadium. I'm Joe Danneman with Jeremy Rao live here at the home of the Bengals on the first day of training camp in 2024. Fox 19 now is your new flagship TV station of the Cincinnati Bengals, and we're going to do it big tonight. If you haven't seen anything today with training camp, these next 30 minutes will get you caught up with all the sights, all the sounds, all the big names talking about day one and a big year expected here for the Cincinnati Bengals.
One thing I noticed today, training camp gives you a lot of sun on your face. I'm back, baby. I'm feeling the sun. I'm feeling the tan. I'm loving it. I do have to tell you, this is a big show because we have a lot of great moments in this show. You will see the big moment, the big play of the day in this show, our big takeaway, and also Zach Taylor talking that championship mentality for this team going into the 2024 season.
One of the other big talkers, T. Higgins, he spoke today about the contract, about being here on time to start training camp. That's been a big talker.
Yep.
You will see that as well in this show. To show you how big this show is going to be, let's show you who else is hosting this show with us. Gabby Sorrentino and Reagan Holgate are standing by with what Joe Burrow said today, with what they heard inside the locker room, and what Mike Gesicki is saying about his budding relationship with Joe Burrow as a new tight end here in Cincinnati. They'll be part of the show, but we have to kick it off with some of the video that we shot that you haven't seen so far today.
The highlights of the day, and of course it's Joe Burrow who said he got bored and wanted to change his hairstyle, rocking that bleached blonde hair to open training camp in 2024. And of course he's got to find one of his top targets early, T. Higgins, who looked pretty darn good today. Jamar Chase, kind of a day of rest for him to start camp. Zach Taylor said he's being proactive about kind of a pitch count for T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow. Not injury related, though. Chase Brown, I thought, also popped in a big way in year two. Started day one getting reps with the ones at running back. But we start our reaction from day one of camp with T. Higgins talking about why he wanted to play and be here on day one.
It's very important, man. We've been close, past few years, and man, it's just I feel like I'm a piece of the puzzle that can help us get there. And I want to win one with my guys I came in with, and that's what I'm looking forward to do.
Yeah, it means a lot, man. And, for him to be humble enough to understand that we're chasing championships, given his circumstances and what's at stake for him from a business standpoint, it's special, man. It's special. And that speaks to the culture that we have here, the culture that the front office and ownership and organization has set for years on end. But, it's exciting to have him out there, and he is a huge piece for this puzzle.
All right, so let's do the whole team thing now and bring in Reagan and Gabby. And as we toss to you guys, I want to mention T. Higgins said he was surprised. He said, what the bleep? When Joe Burrow overthrew him on a deep ball, he said, Joe looks like Super Bowl Burrow once again. And you guys had a chance to talk with Joe Burrow today.
Yeah, so we did get a chance to talk to Joe Burrow. It's Reagan and I's first training camp, an exciting day. So I'm going to start off by saying, Reagan, what do you think of the hair?
Talk about a statement, okay? Joe Burrow loves, again, to make these big statements, and he loves to get people talking. Okay, you have everyone talking. He has the entire city talking about this, and there's a lot of buzz around this team. And I know that he talked a lot more in his press conference today.
He talked about the hair, of course. He talked about his wrist and his trip to Paris. Here's the best of Burrow from day one of training camp.
Well, BJ said that if I buzzed it and bleached it, he would do it too. So now everybody's got to hold him accountable because he's got to do it in the next week. Was there anything else to it? I got bored. That's about it.
Of course, his hair isn't the only thing we talked about today. The question we've all been wanting to answer too. How is the wrist feeling following his injury last season?
Just the inconsistency. With any injury, there's good days and bad days, and it doesn't really seem like there's any rhyme or reason to it too much. You know, I've put the work in. The people around me have put the work in for this thing to be at 100%, and I'm happy with where it's at. The strength is really good, and my mobility in it has gotten much better over the last month and a half. So I think I'm in a good spot. It's going to continue to get better, especially, you know, getting all the reps that I'm going to be getting during training camp. You know, it'll continue to loosen up. So we're in a good spot.
There are some familiar faces on this year's Bengals squad, but there's also a lot of new guys that took the field for day one of training camp today, and Blonde Burrow is feeling good about the group behind him.
I feel really good about all of our options, whether it's Andre, Chuck, Jermaine, Trenton. I feel like those guys had a great spring, and you know, they all looked really good today. And I feel really good about our tight end room as well. So I think this is the deepest and most talented group that we've had since I've been here, from top to bottom, in a lot of different spots. So I think a lot of those guys are going to have to fill that role and step up.
Of course, we can't forget one of the best part of Burrow's offseason adventures, the backless suit in Paris. So, will it make an appearance before a game this season?
I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good. They gave me a couple options, and it ended up being that one with or without the shirt, and I thought without the shirt looked a little better. I don't know. Maybe we will. Who knows?
Okay, so Reagan, Joe did say he didn't bring the backless suit back from Paris.
Okay.
He didn't get to keep it, so I'm not sure if we'll get to see him wear it this season.
And my other favorite part about the day that I saw today was some fans, actually. I took a picture of one fan who cut out the back of his shirt because we're mimicking the backless suit. So Joe and Jer, I know, again, this has been a pretty hot topic that has been talked about, and I feel like sometime this season I could maybe see Jeremy rocking this backless suit.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll try that out. Honey, if you're watching at home, it's coming up. I got you.
Yeah, we have to approve that one with management. Unlike Joe, we don't have helmets. So we're going to go ahead and stick with what we got. Okay, one of the signature moments of any training camp is the autograph seeking. And this is Andre Yoshivas, who was getting mobbed after practice. Not only for his autograph, they wanted his gloves, they wanted his headband, they wanted everything from Andre. He's one of the big players people are watching here at training camp. When we come back, Chase Brown talks, and you'll hear from Mike Gesicki on his first season here in Cincinnati. You are watching our Bengals training camp special on Fox 19 now.